Hey YouTube, it's SoulPrime13 with another video review here. Today we're going to be looking at the Baiwei Toys TW1033, which is basically an oversized Studio Series car mode dropkick. He doesn't look quite like the artwork here on the front, but you know what character it is. Just some words on the bottom, nothing on the side, nothing on the top, nothing on the side. Some product shots on the back and stuff. So that's about it for the box. We do get some instructions, and I'm pretty sure these are just a copy of the Japanese instructions. They're even colored the same way as an official one would be. And it does appear that, according to the instructions at least, that there was only supposed to be one gun, so I do believe they've added a second gun. As you can see here, he has one for each hand. They do sit a little off-center from the hand, which is a little bit of a pain, but it's not the end of the world. All his joints are very stiff. He's very bulky. He does have full 360 rotation at the elbow, or not the elbow, the shoulder. Does have 90 degrees of bend at the elbow, as well as an elbow swivel. Take this gun off, they just peg it in on a post into his hand, which does have a little bit of up and down at the wrist, but that's more for the transformation. Take this other gun off. The guns are decently painted too. You can see there's some copper and whatnot in there. The head is on a looks like it's just on a hinge, just a little up and down, no side to side wiggle. Does have some rotation, but collides with stuff. Let's see, yeah, no waist rotation because of how things lock in. Ball jointed hips, so we do get some decent movement there. Oh, and that just popped off. And so did this one. And then 90 degrees at the knee. We do get some back and forth for the feet, and doesn't look like we get any real side to side. It is definitely nicely painted. They did do quite a bit of airbrushing, especially on the robot slash car pieces. You can see like the doors, which are really more for the car mode, are not airbrushed, although they are they're clear plastic. Same with the roof. Yeah, do get some little details here in the paint too. That's always nice. It does have some red eyes. Not sure how well that's coming up, but yeah. But overall, he is a decent looking robot. For a comparison, here he is with the Rise of the Beast Deluxe Studio Series Bumblebee. So you can see he's definitely been sized up, because I'm pretty sure the original was a deluxe. And this guy is like almost leader class size, at least modern leader class. So there's that. Now to transform this bad boy, what we're going to do is first we're going to bring these tires. Oh wait, no. I think we want to separate this from the. Want to get. Trying to remember exactly where it lets go, but there we go. Lift that up, and then we're going to fold this black piece forward. Then we can bring these down. You're going to rotate the arm around, bring these down, rotate the arm around as it gets stuck. Some of these joints are really stiff. Let's see, we also are going to go ahead and fold these feet up against the shins. And we're going to untab. There's a piece of the, you can sort of see there's a seam here where the torso hooks onto the waist. We want to separate that. There we go. And you can bring this out. And let's see. unfold this whole assembly from underneath. That's going to be the whole top of the car. There we are. And then we want to push down on this and rotate the whole head assembly up and over so that we can flip out his engine block. And coming back here, going to flip his fist into his arm and then bring this wheel out on this double hinge. Fold that in, out on a double hinge. And sort of want to bring this whole assembly back up and under here. I'll make sure I'm lining this up right. You also want to flip these blue pieces up here on the side because they're going to cover the tires here. Okay. Oop, almost flipped the table. Trying to get this to all line up properly. There we go. Just sort of get all that going under there. Should probably fold these back first, actually. I swear I know what I'm doing. Bring these back around. Then, for this whole assembly, yeah, I want to fold these legs back up on this hinge here. And then, before we lock that all into place, you want to lift these black pieces up, like so. And then those are going to rotate. Actually, I think you need to pull them out. Pull them out, pull them out. Yeah, pull them out. Rotate them, then push them back in. Pull it out. Rotate it, push it back in. And that's going to be our back of the vehicle. Get that all set in there. Start squeezing stuff together. And it doesn't seem to sit completely in there. These last little bits here always seem to pop out, so don't be surprised if it doesn't want to go in all the way. But now we can push this whole assembly up. Make sure these arms are underneath. There we go. And I'm pretty sure these, yeah, there's little tabs here on the feet. Right here, sort of see it. And there's little bits on the wheels. I think that's the only place the tab's in. I'm not completely sure. Then again, I could be imagining this, but I'm pretty sure I'm not. Oh yeah, and then when we close the doors, it's kind of easier if these are tilted a little bit, but yeah, you want to get this little tab here. It's right here under this black piece, and then there's a little slot here that'll tab over this peg here. So let's see if we can get this to cooperate. Probably not, but we'll see. Because yeah, these were, yeah, pulling it out. There we go. Push that back in. Be able to get these to line up again. Push that out. Bring that in. Squeeze this back into place. Yeah. Okay, I think that's about as good as we're gonna get. Wait. There we go. Yeah, and it's, you know, solid enough, but yeah, like I said, these don't really, this back piece really doesn't like to cooperate super well. You can at least get it looking good enough that you won't necessarily notice it at a distance though. So, but there we have him in his sports car, muscle car mode. And he rolls fairly decent. Not the best, but definitely not the worst. And as I mentioned in the instructions, it does say that there is one gun because it tells you how to store it here on the back, which is, so you can see there's a little notch right here underneath, and that'll go over his spoiler like so. But fortunately, you kind of, if you do it all the way to the side, it'll pop off easily. But if you do both of them sort of on the inner piece of this spoiler, you can sort of see it's segmented into 3 parts. You squeeze it on the ends of both. You can kind of get them both on there. And they will not hold as well as I was hoping. Come on. I said cooperate. I know I've done this because I had it like this before I started filming this. Yeah. Because I'm filming, it wants to be a brat. But yeah, you definitely gotta find that sweet spot, but you can get them. There we go. And as you can see, they hold on definitely solidly enough. And it kind of looks like he's got like jet boosters or something. Fast enough for you. But yeah, here is the vehicle mode. And for a quick size comparison, here he is with the Deluxe Cybertronian Bumblebee. And you can see he is a chunky boy. But yeah, overall, a solid figure, and he's actually cheaper than a mainline Deluxe. I mean, he is a knockoff, and it's a little surprising because he's also upscaled, but overall, very thick, sturdy plastic. I mean, the joints are a little tight, but I'm sure that if you really wanted to, you could go loosen those up with a little bit of lubricant. And nothing feels super fragile. In fact, it feels quite the opposite. He feels like something I could give to a little kid and not have to worry about it breaking. Even the clear plastic for the doors and the roof are extra thick with a CK, not 2 C's. Yeah, and he's got some nice details here that should stand a little bit more, like the 13 on the door and this little skull icon. Given he does have a little bit of like the robot kibble that kind of sticks out here, mainly the back of his feet. Yeah, we do have some paint for the tail lights, and his head is just kind of hanging out right here, but you know, could be worse. But yeah, overall a nice car, and you can see how they've done like a ton of airbrushing on the like hood and the fenders here, mostly on the front, and it feels a little distracting. Also, it's like all over the wheels, which seems weird because I don't see why they would need silver scratches on the wheels. But hey, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, overall a nice figure. Considering the price, it was somewhere around like $20 on ShowZ, and the size and the overall sturdiness of it, I definitely recommend it. It's a very solid figure, and I missed out on the official one. And at the moment, I don't have any way of getting the, the helicopter one either. So, you know, I'm definitely happy to pick this up to fill that gap in my collection. So yeah, if you like oversized, if you're, you know, missing the official one, or you just like a big blue sports car, go for it. I think I'd give this guy, I think an 8 out of 10 feels fair. Yeah, he's pretty solid. But yeah, I think that's about it for this video review. So thank you all for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed. This is Soul Prime 13 saying transform and soul out.